Hello and welcome to my channel Infinite Intuition. My name is Jen. Today I'm recording another pick a card reading. This is the second one on my channel with more to come down the line. I'm not going to make the intro as long as I did in my first reading because I kind of already said what I wanted to say about my channel and why I'm doing these readings. From here on out, unless I feel like I really need to say something, I'm just going to be jumping right into the readings. Besides, there was a lot of research that I had to do before recording, and then that kind of made me have to wait a little while to record, and because I had to go to work, so yeah, I don't want to make this too long because the explanations for the research that I did were long enough. But I do want to take a quick moment to show you the fountain that I had mentioned. I'm so excited that I finally got it set up. It's working the way that I want it to work. It's doing what I want it to do. I think it's kind of splattering a little too much, so I think I accidentally put too much water in. And I think my cards are getting a little wet, which is not good. So I'm hoping you can hear the water okay. If it doesn't come through, I'll just be using the track that I used in my last video during the meditative portion. But yeah, I'm hoping the water comes through because the purpose of it was to use the sound of the water to kind of help ease you during the meditative process of picking your cards, and to help, to help you focus and help wash away any negativity and any stress that you may be experiencing. We've got 5 piles to choose from today. We've got pile 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I also have some crystals for you to pick as well. It's something new that I wanted to try, so I'm really excited about trying that. So it's like a bunch of excitement going on. We got the fountain over here, and now we've got the crystals, so I'm really, really excited. And second thing I want to say is know that you will never choose wrong. Just go off your intuition. If you're having any trouble right now, don't worry. We're going to be taking a brief pause to give you some time to meditate on the cards and even on the crystals. Third is these readings are timeless. It doesn't matter when you are watching. It can be tomorrow, it could be next week, next month, next year, and so on. Just know that these messages are meant for you when you need them, when you need to hear them from your guides. And then the last thing I want to say before I pop the crystals on the cards is it's okay to pick more than one pile. Don't feel like you have to only pick one. You can pick 2, 3, or even all of them. If you are struggling, then I do kind of suggest to read all of them or watch the whole video. You could also look at the timestamps below, maybe see a card with your favorite number on it, or you could wait until the crystals come up and you can go off the crystals of whichever one resonates with you there, or you can even pick your favorite color of whatever that crystal is. So there's many ways you can go ahead and do that. It's all up to you. So let's take a moment to meditate on the cards before popping on the crystals. Let's take a breath in together for 5 seconds, hold for 3, and then let out in 7. Okay, so let's do that together. Okay, here are our crystals. I'm sorry that pile 5, your crystal's up at the top here. I was trying to get it onto the cards and it just kept rolling around and off the cards and I could not get it to stay, so this is where it's sitting at the moment. I do want to say that when I was picking up the crystals, or I should say the crystals really picked your cards, because when I was drawing cards for each pile, I would be looking at my crystals, and whichever one I felt was drawn to that specific pile, I just immediately picked off that crystal. I mean, sometimes it even happened while I was in the middle of picking your cards, and then it would just speak out to me and I would just have to like snatch it up and put it down. But I also felt very drawn to picking a crystal, a specific crystal that was meant for everybody. It was like very general. Here at the top we have, hopefully it focuses, there we go. We have the Dream Amethyst that I really felt spoke to just about everyone, just about all of the piles. And then this is where the research came in, because I don't know all the meanings of the crystals right off the top of my head. So I'm going to be reading out to you what I found. So for just amethyst overall, because there's different kinds of amethysts, just amethyst overall, the properties of amethyst is that it's calming. Sorry, a bag just fell. I don't know if you heard that. It's very calming, spiritual, and protective. And then what I have written here is amethyst, considered one of the most common crystals, is a very powerful and protective crystal. It is known as the stone of contentment and spirituality. This stone provides a soothing and relaxing energy and helps transform lower energy into higher, more positive energy. Amethyst is a stone which can be used with both the third eye chakra as well as the crown chakra, and will help with developing intuition and psychic abilities. But more specifically to the dream crystal, it bestows the spiritual understanding required to reach the state of bliss. It also produces a peaceful sleep, healing, and often prophetic dreams. This can also help you break free from stress and anxiety. And when I did research on all of the crystals here, I did kind of sense the theme of the dream amethyst tying into all of these, all of the crystals at least. I'm not really sure what we're going to be tying into that meaning with the cards, because I don't see the cards before doing the readings for you guys, so we will see what happens with that. And then with each crystal, I will be telling you the meaning of each one as you, like let's say if you pick pile 2, then I'll be reading the meaning of this crystal here, okay? So now let's just get to each crystal. So for pile 1, we have strawberry quartz, for pile 2, amethyst, pile 3, rose quartz, pile 4, sodalite, and pile 5, tiger's eye. And now let's take a moment to meditate on the crystals. Just a reminder, to breathe in for 5, hold for 3, and let out in 7, or however long you need. Okay, so let's do that together. Okay, pile 1, welcome to your reading. Before we get started on your cards, I do want to explain the crystals a bit. I am keeping the Dream Amethyst on the board for all the readings, since they are all connected to this one crystal. But as you see, we have 2 crystals now. This is the first one. This is the one that you picked when you were doing the pick a card. So this is the strawberry quartz, and I will be explaining the meaning about that in just a moment. But we also have Adventurine, or not Adventurine. There's no D, but this is what it looks like. Okay, and the reason we have these 2 crystals and why we didn't have it during your pick a card session is because when I was drawing the cards, this is the one that I felt I needed to kind of, I literally snatched it up and then put it right next to the deck because I'm like, this is the one. But yet, in my head, I kept hearing Adventurine, just over and over again. So I'm like, okay, I need to put both of these crystals on the on pile 1's pile when giving the reading. But like I said, because I snatched the strawberry quartz up, I just felt like, okay, this is the one that you need to see first, and then this is the one that you'll see when doing the reading. So I don't know why that is. We'll find out with the cards. I don't know if maybe there's just 2 messages going on here, or that both crystals are going to be resonating with all of you, or only some of you, or maybe the meaning of the strawberry quartz will resonate with you, and then for others it'll be the Adventurine. So let's get into the meaning of the strawberry quartz, and I'll just read out what I found. Strawberry quartz carries all the vibrations of clear quartz, with the additional attributes of universal love, understanding of purpose, and seizing the day. Strawberry quartz has the ability to amplify intentions of love, gratitude, and generosity, and can radiate those vibrations outward. So reading that definitely makes me think of rose quartz, and rose quartz was for pile 3, so I don't know if you feel like you are drawn to go and watch pile 3, or if you came from pile 3, like if you watched 3 first and now you're watching 1. Because rose quartz also deals with universal love. Okay, and they are both connected to the heart chakra, and in fact, because both of these are green is also the color of the heart chakra. So I don't know if there's going to be anything dealing with the heart. Again, it could be love, it could be that you need to heal from something, like your heart needs healing. So yeah, it just could be connected to that specific chakra if there's any blockages, or it could be open and you're just feeling all of this love. Now moving on to Adventurine. It is a stone of sublime prosperity and purpose. Same thing with this, it's understanding of purpose. It reinforces leadership, qualities, and decisiveness. Let me reread that because I read it weird. It reinforces leadership qualities and decisiveness, promotes compassion and empathy, encourages perseverance. It is also related to chance, risk, or luck, and a hint of great fortune that this stone can bestow upon you. Okay, so maybe I do feel like this might be for some of you, with the luck and the fortune part. I don't really feel like that's a lot of you, to be honest. But I am really sensing heavy heart chakra energy with love and compassion and empathy and stuff like that, whether you are open right now or whether you are blocked. Okay, so with that, now let's just go ahead and get into your reading. But first, let me also say the heart chakra is also associated with balance, calmness, and serenity. So there may be some balance that you need to be working on with your heart chakra. Okay, so I'm just going to be moving these right here closer to, there we go. Okay, it's a little off screen, but that's okay. It's a pretty tall crystal. Okay, so first we have the Fool. Next we have Karma, 2 major arcana cards. We have the Page of Pentacles, and then the 4 of Swords in reverse. Okay. So right away what I'm getting with this Fool card here, that it's very connected to the blissful message of the dream amethyst. And what I'm seeing here is, if I'm tying all of this in, it's a very positive message actually, that you've been you've been feeling blissful, you've been feeling happy, you've been in this new beginning. And right now with Karma, not sure if you're being judged for past actions or if this is a past action that you have already been judged for, but with it being next to the Page of Pentacles, that brings in the fortune, like from this aventuring crystal that I've been hearing. Also a sense of new beginnings as well. And then again with this Fool card, what I'm also sensing is, you know, it's like you following your bliss. Again, fresh start, exploration of the new journey. If we don't know what the major arcana cards mean, like this is the very start of the major arcana card, okay? That he hasn't had, because it literally follows the Fool's journey, that he hasn't had all of these experiences yet, but with it being next to the Karma card, this is telling me that you have had a lot of experiences, and that whatever this fresh start is, you're going to be judged for it, but it's a good judgment, good karma, which then leads into the Page of Pentacles, where this is kind of meaning like a time for study, being patient, being kind, being generous. It also means success, which I had already said, that it's tied with the Aventurine card, or with the Aventurine crystal. And it's also taking the time to maybe like focus on yourself too, because what I'm sensing with this 4 of Swords, hold on one second, sorry, my husband walked in. Okay, so what I was saying with it being next to the Page of Pentacles card is, this is a warning to just not exhaust yourself, okay? Or you may be feeling exhausted, so take the time to rest a bit. You know, just some self-care, maybe like, I don't know, I just heard maybe like soak in the tub for a moment. Maybe have some candles, you know, rose petals. Just do the works. Just do the works on yourself to kind of re-energize yourself, recoup, so then you can kind of keep moving forward. Okay. Now we're going to be moving on. Oh my god, I literally just said we're going to be going to your oracle cards. And what we have is self-love. I'm also really sensing this tying into that rose quartz crystal too for pile 3. So I do definitely suggest maybe go watch pile 3. But self-love, I mean, I just said what I needed to say with that Four of Swords is, take the time for yourself. Re-energize yourself, love yourself. Maybe you are feeling a lack of confidence too, but know that you have what it takes. Whatever this success is, whatever this fortune that's coming in, you've got what it takes, and you don't have to be afraid of anything. You've got this. And we also have transmute in reverse. Now, I'm not really good with reversals on the oracle cards. I will be honest with you there. But I am thinking what I just said, maybe some of you are having a lack of confidence, but I don't think you really need to worry about that. I don't really think you need to worry about anything, but you do need to have some self-care. So, again, to re-energize, because maybe sometimes that feeling that exhaustion, I know it happens to me too, feeling that exhaustion doesn't really help your confidence any either. Especially when like you've been working on it for a while to be more confident and it's just not happening because you're feeling exhausted, because you're feeling tired. So just remember to be kind to yourself. Yeah, so with the transmute card, I was just reading, had to check my book for a moment there because, like I said, I'm not really good at reversals. I do think there is an internal blockage, and I do think it's the confidence. I do think it is the needing to re-energize yourself. And sometimes even just having the intention may help you, but I do think you physically need to do this. So like I said, just take a bath, maybe take a moment to read a book you've been wanting to read. It's okay to take a day. You don't have to keep pushing yourself every single day. Again, I've had to learn that for myself too. I become a workaholic sometimes, and I don't really realize just how much work I'm doing until I feel like I'm gonna crash. And that's not good. It's really not good. And I've been working on that and telling myself, like, you know what, it's okay to, like, at least take a nap. It's okay to take a nap. It's okay to take a power nap, like for a half hour or maybe an hour if you really, really need it. Or treat yourself too, reward yourself. Be like, I did a really good job today. I did this task today, and I'm going to have a Kit Kat or something like that. Just treat yourself with something you like, even if it's small. Okay. And I drew one astrology card for each pile, and what you've got is Grand Trine Blessings. And I did kind of say that already with the Fool card going into the Karma card, that something new had started or is starting or will be starting for you that's going to lead into this new karma about your past, and then it's going to bring you some good fortune and, putting in the work to study for it and stuff, but remembering not to exhaust yourself. Your guides are blessing you with whatever this is, whether it's a career, or since we're dealing with the heart so much, maybe relationship for some of you, or maybe they could be blessing you with some downtime as well. Be like, you know what, you've been putting in this hard work, and now it's time to take a breath. But I do really feel like it, I do think this fortune actually is really speaking out, or just some kind of success. Whatever it is. Like I said, it could be a career, it could be something else. But I do sense career. And what we have for, I have one astrology card to kind of enhance, one zodiac card and one planetary card to enhance this astrology card. And what you guys have for your planetary card is Venus. I keep forgetting to bring this up. Venus, goddess of love. And Aquarius. Okay. And it's funny because I keep saying that pile 1 and 3 are connected. I also felt like 3 and 4 were connected, so there probably a lot of these piles are connected with people. But when I was doing pile 3, I kept hearing Venus, and I don't know if that was just me because of the rose quartz. And it's all about universal love. But it's also tied in with that strawberry quartz as well. But I do think this ties in together with the self-love, and then the Four of Swords of just taking the time to love yourself. Taking the time to re-energize, taking the time to regain that confidence, or whatever you feel like you really need to work on. You might need to be taking some downtime to kind of search internally to really figure out what is bothering you. Okay, or again, just that downtime. I just keep hearing, like bath. Take a bath for yourself. And then with the Aquarius card, I am hearing more of like it's just tying into yourself. You could be an Aquarius. Maybe many of you are Aquariuses. I can kind of forget what Venus ties into with the zodiacs, unfortunately. But we also have Uranus here too, which is tied in with taking like a leap of faith. Yeah, that's what it is. Because I did feel like these two are connected. And yeah, taking that leap of faith, taking a step into something new, being individualistic, like really letting yourself shine. That's what it is. Letting yourself shine, letting yourself be known. We have some words here that are really striking out to me, like independent, assertive, original, individualistic. Those are the ones that are popping out to me the most. Idealistic as well, opinionated. So yeah, just kind of like putting your whole self into this new beginning, taking that leap of faith. There's some good karma here. It's going to be successful, but just remember that once you start feeling exhausted, don't be afraid to take that time. Well, not once, but you know what I mean. Just don't let yourself get to that breaking point. Take that time to really take care of yourself. Or it could be a reminder to go ahead and take care of yourself. We also have I love myself completely and unconditionally. So again, tying into that self-love. And then I surrender to the power of prayer and devotion. Okay, so I did sense, where is it, with this one, with the Page of Pentacles, that some of you might be tying into your spirituality a little bit more. And that can be in anything. It could be with church, it could be with tarot, it could be whatever your faith is. that maybe that is part of your self-love, you know, taking some downtime to really pray. And I think it ties into that lack of confidence as well, where there's some internal work here that needs to be done, and you just feel like you need to pray on that. But I think it is tied with some of the exhaustion, and really what you need to do is just take that downtime, you know, give yourself a breath. If praying helps, pray. Do it. Take that time to pray. You've got the time, okay? I know that, like, and at least in American society, we are pushed to just keep working, and working, and then if you're not working, then you're just lazy. Well, the truth is, though, you're putting in enough work. It may not feel like it because of society, but you are putting in enough work, and you deserve downtime. There is enough time in the day to do the things that you want to do, to have fun, or to take that bath, or to take that time to pray. You've got the time, and you can make the time. Okay? And then this, with your spirit animal card, I got one spirit animal card here today. I got the squirrel, frugal, saving. That's pretty much what I'm feeling with this card, and also the energetic, to just re-energize yourself as well. Okay, but then I think the fortune and the success, you know, is just saying, you know, just as a reminder to maybe start saving up. That's what I'm hearing. Be more frugal. And then we also have, for our nuance oracle, bridge, communication, unite, connecting, overcoming barriers, harmony, compromise. Okay, so you feel like there's probably some bridges that you needed to cross. Some communication in the past, possibly. But it's really overcoming barriers that's striking out to me the most. Again, it's about that leap of faith, this new beginning that you have, being judged, being successful, but just as a reminder, do not exhaust yourself. And then to, you know, just make that time for some self-love for yourself. Really work on, and, you know, really work on the internal work, whether it's with prayer, whether it's taking that bath, whether it's just some time for more fun. But know that your guides are here giving you blessings, okay? They are always watching over you. You are always safe with them, and they just want to see you happy. Okay, so maybe this prayer is also to kind of tie into whoever it is you want to reach out to. And it could be whatever you believe in. It could be guides. It could be whatever religion that you are a part of, whoever you want to speak out to with that. Maybe even a past loved one for some of you, that you feel you want to reach out to them. Okay, but know that they are always here for you. They are always watching out for you. They love you, and they want to see you happy. So that's pretty much all that I'm getting for pile 1. So I think we're going to end it here, and oh my god, like I said, in my first reading, we always end the readings with a affirmation card, and what you got just kind of gave me the chills. Okay, and it is, I am free. I release myself from the thoughts and feelings that have held me back. Any guilt, shame, embarrassment, self-doubt, and fear that I harbor, I release. Today, I am free. Okay, that, like I said, that just gave me chills. Yeah, free yourself from any negativity, free yourself from stress, free yourself from a lack of confidence or self-doubt, like this like the card said. Give yourself time for that self-love. Okay, and know that you are blessed. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you nothing but the best of happiness, and I will see you in the next video. Okay? Bye guys. Okay, pile 2, welcome to your reading. So if you're here, you picked the amethyst crystal. So I don't really think there's really much I can say with the amethyst because I already gave it the meaning of it with the dream crystal. You know, it's connected to the third eye chakra, it's connected to the crown chakra. It's all about intuitiveness and even wisdom too. The fact that you have the amethyst while the dream amethyst is out, and the dream amethyst is connecting to all of the piles in some way, kind of makes me think that during this time you're very intuitively gifted, or you're very intuitively connected, or you're thinking about learning more on how to tap into your intuitiveness, and that maybe I'm kind of hearing that your dreams are the strongest right now. More than any other piles, like you've been receiving messages in your dreams, or you could be receiving messages, you know, while you're physically awake. So you could be seeing, like, for example, butterflies, and it's not just, I mean, at least here where I'm living right now, it's getting colder, so bugs are hibernating right now. Or kind of, you know, dying off, and butterflies will not be flying around at this time, but so you probably aren't feeling, or you're not seeing butterflies flying around you, but you could be seeing images of butterflies, like on a picture or on the TV or on your phone or something like that. So I recommend, if you are receiving messages, to maybe look up their meanings. Like if you've just been seeing a lot of something, it could be butterflies, it could be dragonflies, it could be something else. It doesn't have to be an animal either. It could be just something else. If you've realized, or maybe some advice is just to keep a lookout for certain images that could be being shown to you more, you know, and that you're recognizing it more than usual. But yeah, so there's just really not much I can say about your crystal other than what I've already said about the dream amethyst. So we're just going to be jumping into your pile, okay? So I'm just going to put your amethyst crystal right next to the dream amethyst. And let's get started with some tarot cards. So what we have here is 8 of Swords. Find it kind of interesting that she's got this purple dress. Wow, amethyst is purple. That really spoke out to me. We've got the Hanged Man. The Knight of Wands. And the Queen of Wands. Very interesting to have these two come up right after the other. Okay, so what I'm seeing here with your 4 tarot cards, starting off with the 8 of Swords here is, let me just bring this image closer to you. So she's standing in the center with all of these swords surrounding her. She's blindfolded and she's tied. And what this is telling me is that you may be feeling stuck in a situation, or you have been feeling stuck in the past. And you just feel like you can't get out of it. That there's just no way out. You know, you keep trying and trying, but there's just no way out. But the Hanged Man here is telling you it's okay. Relax. You're going to get out of it. And then to have the Knight of, I almost said Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands right next to each other, just signifies like this very fiery, I want to say new beginning, and this passion for something too. That the Knight of Swords is like, he's very moving forward, and it's like each minor arcana card, for the Knight card specifically, since we're talking about him, represents each element, and each element, water, air, earth, and fire, have different momentums to them. And with him, he's moving pretty fast, pretty steady. Like, the horse is literally running. Okay, so he's moving pretty quickly to where he needs to go, and with it being upright, this is a positive change. And this movement could be for a home, it could be for a career, or it could be travel, anything that you feel like you need to be moving forward to. And then it also talks about change and confidence, like making a bold move. And then with the Queen of Wands right here, maybe for some of you, because they could represent like a certain type of person. With this one, it's very masculine energy. With this one, it's very feminine energy. Not to say that you are you're identifying either way. It's just saying that because everybody has masculine and feminine energy, so maybe there's like a good balance between the two right now. So you got a lot of movement, and then she's also talking about movement here. But this one is being successful with home, career, and family. So you may be somebody who's trying to do all three, and the good news I have for you is that it's going to happen. Okay, it's going to happen. It's like, I was reading up about this card just to make sure I was getting it correctly, and it literally said like the ultimate multitasker. So you are the ultimate multitasker. And yeah, you are going to be successful in whatever you feel like you are stuck in at the moment. So just relax, let it happen. It's going to happen. Okay, and you're going to be moving forward in essentially everything. Okay, so you may be having that lack of confidence right now, which we have, I mentioned this in pile 1 too. I'm not very good with the reversals on the oracle cards, but we have the Warrior in reverse. And like pile 1, with their reversal, I did sense a lack of confidence. Not sure if you came from pile 1 or if you felt like you were connected to pile 1 as well, but I mean, right now that's the only connection I feel, is just lack of confidence between these two piles. Because the Warrior is the fire sign, and we literally, at least I'm pretty sure that's a fire sign. That's what I feel from that. I just feel all of this fiery energy. Maybe some of you are fire signs, which is like Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Let's see, where is the Warrior? Okay, in my book it says it's connected to ether, not fire, but I'm sensing fire. I'm also if you see here, got these ram horns too, and the ram is Aries. So maybe a lot of you are Aries. It's just this very powerful like fire, and you're lacking that fire with it being reversed, you know, and feeling stuck. But you want to gain it back, but like I'm seeing here, you are going to get that back. You are going to get that confidence. You are going to get that fiery passion, that fiery energy back into you. Okay? And with Aries, in the astrology deck that I have, it's called Aries I Am. And it really is about like, just think of it as like, I am confident. Maybe start saying that to yourself. I am confident. I can do this. I am good enough. And definitely you are with these two cards, like I said, balancing the masculine and feminine energy of just moving forward. Or maybe that's what you need to working on your masculine and feminine energy to move forward. But I feel like you are going to be doing it. You just need to focus. You just need to get that drive again. Okay, you can be successful. But it's also saying, because I don't really know how long it's going to take. I don't really feel like it's going to happen soon. I think this is something you're going to be working on, because we do have patience. Okay, so don't force it. Let it come naturally. I know it's hard, but just have patience with it. Okay, that's what your guide is trying to tell you. Just have patience. And again, with a fire card, I drew one astrology card for each deck. Oh no, not a fire card. This is water, but it's red, like fire, which is why I thought about it. But Scorpio does, even though it's a water sign, Scorpios do tend to have a fiery energy to them too. Like, I've literally heard Scorpios be described as ice with fire underneath. So you have Scorpio I transform, which does tie in to this transformation. You're feeling stuck, but you need to just relax and balance out these masculine and feminine energies, or these energies are balancing out currently, and you're going to be transforming what it is that you want to have transformed, whether it's your career, a new home, or family, or everything. Okay, you may be somebody who just wants everything. Okay, and then I drew one planet card and one zodiac card to kind of enhance the Scorpio. And your planet card is Saturn. Accomplishment, completion of cycles, duty, responsibility, governing time and matter, structure, achievement, commitments, boundaries, integration, restrictions. So, and it's connected to the World card. And the World card, I was thinking of the Wheel of Fortune. I was going to say fate, but the World card is really like the final step. Okay, like it says, a completion of cycles. So what you're feeling stuck on and what you're probably working towards is going to complete itself. You are going to have this. You just have to remain patient and keep working towards that. And then we also have a water sign, Cancer, which is connected to the moon. And the moon is talking about intuition and wisdom, psychic abilities. So tying into those amethyst crystals, I feel like. That, yeah, you may be feeling that a change is coming on, so you probably want to like force that. Again, you're probably, like I said, with these crystals, you're probably seeing messages, and you just keep wanting to make it happen, but it's just not happening, and it's frustrating, and I get it, but you just need to remain patient. But it is going to happen. You are going to have a completion. You are going to transform. You are going to have balance. Okay, you're going to have it all. You just got to remain patient. And again, I mentioned, because of the amethysts, that you guys may be having some strong dreams or some strong messages And here we have, my dreams reveal that magic is real and anything is possible. Okay. So I do think you have been receiving messages in your dreams. Maybe start writing down your dreams if you can remember them. It helps. I know I need to start doing that myself. I want to get a journal specifically for that, because I do want to remember my dreams more. So I suggest maybe try doing the same thing. And then also, going along with this patience card and to the hangman to kind of relax a bit, you've got, I live each moment with a presence of gratitude. And the fact that she's pregnant in this card really made me think that some of you may have families, or you want to start a family. And it's tying into that Queen of Wands card, where, again, you want to be balancing out career, family, and maybe even home life and a new home as well. Okay. So, but it's just reminding you to just take each step at a time, take each moment at a time. And while you're doing it, just be grateful and try to, I know it can be hard sometimes, but just try to find ways to help you stay happy. Even if it's the smallest of things, like literally, at my work, I bought this little Christmas pig. I can even show him to you right now. He's right here. And because of how cute he is, look at him. Like, I was having a really bad day and I saw him and I've been wanting to get him so bad, and I'm like, you know what, he's on sale and with my employee discount he's only going to be like $7, so I bought him. And the whole ride home I was just so happy, and every time I look at him I'm just so happy. So it's like, it's something like that, even just the smallest things. While everything for you right now is, you know, feeling like a struggle, or you feel stuck, just even find the smallest things to make you happy and take each step at a time, gracefully and gratefully and happily, and know that you will reach a completion in time. You just gotta be patient. It's happening for you. Okay, it's happening. Your guides are always there to help you, and they want to see you happy. I had to remind that for pile 1 as well. They want to see you happy. They want to help you. You just have to do the work as well. Okay, they always have plans for you, so they know, they see that you're doing it. They're very proud of you. I want to say that they're very proud of you. Okay, just be patient, and what you want will come soon. Okay, and then we have a spirit animal. See, it goes along with that hard work you've been putting in. We've got raccoon, problem solver. Ask questions, so don't be afraid if you're questioning anything to ask. Adaptive, being creative, entrepreneur. Again, going with the wand cards here, the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. You know, balancing out. So maybe some of you are thinking about owning a business. Resourceful and clever. So yeah. Can't remember how I had this in the first in pile 1. So yeah, you're gonna be figuring it out. You're going to be figuring out, you're going to be doing some problem solving, you're going to figure it out, and it's going to work. You're going to complete that cycle. You're going to have it all. Okay, because you want it all. I want it all. Okay. You can have it all, you want it all, It's going to happen for you. You just got to put in the work and be patient. Okay, I know it's hard. And then with this, going along with, I think, each, living each moment, is to just find some balance, meditate, the well-being, feeling complete. You're working towards a completion. So it's just saying to take some time, problem solve, maybe meditate, take a breath. Okay, just try and center yourself. Try to keep that confidence. Again, with that hangman, relax. That's what I keep just hearing. Relax. It's okay. It's going to happen. Okay, it kind of has the same... Oh my god, it's so blurry. Sorry. It kind of has that same... Like with the hangman. You see how he's kind of like hanging straight down? It kind of makes me think it's like the same thing. It's just like this line. He's just hanging. Okay, but but relax. It's coming. You're gonna be okay. So, to just kind of say this whole message in brief, I do feel like a lot of you are probably fire signs. Maybe some of you are water signs. I also kept sensing with the intuitiveness and the dreaming and stuff like that. I was kind of surprised that Pisces didn't come up anywhere, because Pisces is all about psychic abilities and intuition. But the fact that we also have Cancer here also makes sense, because it kind of means the same thing. But Pisces is really all about the dreams. But with the crystals here, it kind of makes up for it. But could relate to any water sign. We've got Scorpio and Cancer. But like I said, I also feel like there's some fire energy here, so maybe some of you are also fire signs. I do believe that you guys are receiving messages in some way, that your guides are just being like, hey, it's coming. This change is coming. Just keep putting in the work. I know you're feeling stuck right now, but relax. That end result, that completion of cycles is going to happen for you. Just be patient. Try to work on that confidence to help yourself keep going. Find some balance, meditate, keep that confidence going. You can do it. Okay, you are a problem solver. You are creative. You can do this. Listen to your dreams. I am also hearing following your dreams. Okay, you're going to transform. You're going to be happy. You just have to be a little more patient, but it's going to happen for you. Okay, and then to end your reading, like I've said in the past, in my past video, that I like to end each reading with an affirmation card, and your affirmation card is, I am receptive, I am open to new ideas, I am willing to try different methods, and I consider alternate viewpoints. I welcome intellectual stimulation. I am receptive. So I think it goes along with the raccoon of being a problem solver and creative, but it's also just saying, which one was it? It was ask questions. It was the same thing with the raccoon, ask questions. So don't be afraid to, if you're a little stuck, to ask questions and be more receptive. Not that you have to take every single advice or every single answer, it's all up to you, but there may be something out there that you're just not asking that may help you push along, okay? So I think that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you nothing but the best of happiness. And with that, I will see you in the next reading. Okay? Bye, guys. Hello Pile 3, welcome to your reading. If you are here, that means you picked the rose quartz. So let me just get into that meaning very quickly. It is a stone of universal love. It restores trust and harmony in relationships, encouraging unconditional love. Rose quartz purifies and opens the heart at all levels to promote love, self-love, friendships, deep inner healing, and feelings of peace. This is also connected to the heart chakra. And if you are here, you might be connected to pile 1. So you could have come from pile 1. You could have felt like you were connected to pile 1 and you have an idea of like, oh, I'm going to watch that later. So I do feel like there is some connection there, simply because of the strawberry quartz that you saw in the beginning during the pick-a-card readings. Strawberry quartz is also connected to unconditional love. That is also connected to the heart chakra. And the special thing about pile 1 was there were actually 2 crystals that kind of spoke out for that pile. It was another green crystal called aventurine, and the heart chakra is actually a green color. So I did feel like there may have been a connection there in some way. So you might want to go ahead and give that a look. I also want to mention, when I was picking your cards, the reason why the rose quartz spoke out to me so much, and I just had to incorporate it with your reading, was because I really felt a strong, immediate sense of love. Like my heart just swelled with it. It was very sudden and I didn't expect it. But it was just like, whew, wow, okay, that was, wow. Wow. So I just had to pick that card because I was just like, yep, rose quartz, that's it, that's the right one. Love. It is all about love and self-love. So I'm not sure, because I haven't read your cards yet, don't know if it's going to be more about self-love or if it's going to be more about relationships. And relationships could refer to any way. It could be romantic, it could be family, it could be friends, any kind of love. Again, universal love, okay? It's not just romantic. But I also kind of feel like that maybe this reading is a little connected with pile 4 as well, because the feeling I got from this pile lingered over when I was drawing cards for pile 4. So not sure if there's an underlying meaning there, but yeah, maybe also watch pile 4 if you felt like that connected or resonated with you as well. I also want to say that though I did feel that overwhelming sense of love very deep under, like very deep, there's also a little hint of sadness. So I don't know if maybe some of you do need some healing, because you've had a really bad breakup in the past and maybe it's still affecting you, or maybe it was very recent. But since it was so deep, I don't think that was for a majority of you. There might be a few of you that have experienced this. But I am getting the feeling to say, like, even though that sadness is there, it's not going to be forever. You are going to find love again. Okay, and that could be any kind of love. It could be romantic if you do want it to be romantic, but you're going to have it again. I'm not sure when, but love is always there. It's not just a one-time thing. I also want to say that this pile and pile 4, I kept, because when I'm picking the cards, and even when I'm doing my readings, I'm listening to an audio track, and my left ear was very sensitive to sound during the time I was picking your cards and pile 4's cards. It almost kind of like it wanted to ring, and it couldn't quite get there because I was listening to the music. But I did kind of look into the meaning of what it is when your left ear is ringing, and really what it is just your guides wanting to give you a message. So I don't know if that was just for me personally, like your pile and piles 4 messages were so strong that those guides really wanted to come through and tell me something, And I am kind of sensing that even now, to be honest. It's subtle, but maybe as I'm doing the reading, it'll enhance. But I am kind of sensing that. And, yeah, that maybe if you're experiencing that too, know that your guide is trying to say something to you. Okay, and maybe you'll find out in this reading what it is. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into that. So I'm just going to put your crystal up here next to the dream amethyst. Okay, and let's get started with some tarot cards. So, very interesting. We've got the Magician. Next we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And, okay, this is very interesting. Normally I only drew, for the piles, I only drew 4 tarot cards, but you actually have 5. So that's interesting. We're just going to go with that. We've got the Seven of Pentacles upright. Let me make room for this 5th card that I was not planning for. So your guides really wanted you to hear something. And the last card is 3 of Wands. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I heard somebody yell out something, and I went to go check what it was, and insulation for the garage had arrived, so I decided to go out and help. But now I'm back, and we're going to continue the reading with the tarot cards, with the 5 tarot cards instead of 4. So, what I am sensing here, and trying to keep in mind relating it to the rose quartz, is these 2 cards, I feel, the Magician and the Seven of Pentacles, kind of go hand in hand with each other. Talking about, this one talks about hard work, and then this one talks about like developing skills. I mean, this also talks about developing skills as well, but then you're seeing the fruition come out of it. It's like a job well done. So here it's like you're learning, you're developing, you're gathering in all of the information, and then over here it's, oh, sorry, phone is going off. Okay, there's just a spam call. And then over here we're seeing the end result of that hard work, or at least seeing it grow. And from that growth is also success. So, and what I'm seeing here too. But the in-between is what I'm feeling you need to watch out for. And it may be that underlying emotion of sadness that I felt. Because with the Queen of Cups in reverse, it does talk about like possibly living in a fantasy, ignoring the real world, or selfishness. But what I'm really getting from this is more of a possibility of a person in your life, possibly, maybe multiple people, being a psychic vampire. And with that, it's just they're just taking all of this energy from you. Okay, they're draining you. They are kind of leaving you at the end of the day, like you're putting in all the work, but then you just feel so tired at the end of it all, and it's because they're taking this from you. They're taking that energy from you. And then with the Five of Pentacles, like I said, this is talking about the sadness, possible loss. Maybe for some of you, the past, you lost something in the past and you're kind of stuck in that, so you're kind of being your own source of
draining that energy because you're just so focused on, you're focused on moving forward, but you're also focused on the past. So you need to try and get away from those people, or get away from thinking about the past, in order to see growth. Okay, so if you do that, you're going to see growth. And from what I see with the Three of Wands here, is you know, things just being in constant motion, expansion, growth, taking a leadership role, just keeping an eye on your future goals. So I think this is more, this card wanted to pop out as a reminder to just ignore the past and keep your sights on the future. Because as long as you're doing that, you're going to be planting the seeds and you're going to be watching it grow, and then you're going to be successful. Okay, so maybe with the rose quartz, like, the thing you want to be successful in is really your passion. It really fills your heart with so much joy. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for your tarot cards. Now let's get into oracle cards, and right away, it goes along with this wand too. And at least in this tarot deck, wands mean fire for the Witch's Tarot deck that I have here. And here we have an image of a wand saying power. It won't focus, but I think you can read it okay. It says power. So it's just, it's like, there's been a lot of talk about confidence lately. We had this in pile 1 and pile 2. They experience a lack of confidence. You have it upright, so that confidence is there. It's just sometimes what's in here is draining you, whether it's a person, because the court cards, whether it's king, queen, knight, or page, could represent a specific person, and that could be somebody that you know, that could be yourself as well. So you have the confidence, but then whatever this is, it's just kind of like pulling you back. Okay, but you gotta be like the Three of Wands here and just keep moving forward. Keep your sights on that goals, and you're gonna be successful. Okay. And then, oh my god, we actually have three, we have 3 oracle cards. I only drew 2, so you're getting all of the bonus cards today. And here we have higher, what is that? Yeah, higher perspective. Okay, but it's in reverse. And like I said in the first 2 readings, I'm not really good with the reversals on these oracle cards, but I still like to include them because I want to practice. Okay, so we have higher perspective, and what I'm seeing here, I think it is tying in with the Queen of Cups a bit. It's that energy being zapped from you, and so that's kind of keeping you blocked from moving forward. Okay, so you need to figure out a way to just kind of keep that confidence. Just remember that you still have that confidence in you. And maybe even like with pile 1, why I felt like it was so connected, because you do have the rose quartz here. And in pile 1, I was suggesting to just kind of take some time for yourself. And then they literally got like the self-love card and all of these self-love, other self-love cards too, talking about taking care of yourself. And it was also bringing up about prayer and spirituality, and with higher perspective, I feel like kind of tying in with pile 1 as well, you're kind of feeling blocked maybe from your spirituality. And I suggest, again, like in pile 1, so maybe to take some time to meditate, take some time to pray, take what you need, what you feel you need to reach whoever you may want to reach. Maybe you feel like you aren't being looked after or something, but know that your guides are always looking after you. They want to see you happy. They want to see you successful. Okay, again, that confidence is there. You just got to ignite it, and you got to try to keep it. And if you need to take some downtime to do it, then do it. Okay, so you might need to have some downtime to kind of re-energize, and like I'm pretty sure it was in pile 1, maybe 2, that I said, or maybe both, that I said that if you take the downtime to re-energize, and I've experienced this myself, that does help you regain the energy to be confident. So it's in there, it's inside you. Just try and battle whatever's going on here, and maybe try to like kind of like flip it in a way. Whenever you are like, I'm not confident, be like, no, I am. Okay, so try and flip these cards. Okay, and then we also have the Sovereign in reverse as your bonus card. And one second, I gotta read up on that because that card does not pop up often for me. So yeah, from reading about the Sovereign card, it's actually already talking about what I've said. With it being in reverse, it's asking you to ask yourself, what is zapping away, what is sapping, I should say, sapping your energy away from you. So again, with that Queen of Cups. So I think it's just your guides really, really, really want you to focus on these reversal cards, okay? And that whoever is doing this, or whether you're possibly doing it to yourself, if you're thinking about too much about the past, you know, and you need to look forward more, that's gonna get you out of this feeling of sadness and loss. You know, and just a reminder about the confidence that is still inside you. So with every card, I've only drawn one astrology card for today, and you actually got 10th house, the world. And now the 10th house is related to Capricorn, so you could be a Capricorn. But the 10th house for Capricorn is all about hard work. Again, so, and the 7th of Pentacles is an Earth, so you kind of have like a symbol here. You got some circles here and circles here. Okay. So this is really focusing on your hard work and just calling to tell you to just keep working, just keep working hard. So just the key idea of this card is basically what I just said when I read the book. It's like finding your passion, finding what you want to work towards, you know, and not losing sight of it. Okay, you know, finding your life's purpose. And you probably already know because you are working hard on it already. Okay, you just gotta get rid of what isn't serving you. And then what we have here, we got to enhance the astrology card. We got one planetary card and one zodiac card. And your planet card is the moon. Now I know the moon isn't technically a planet, but in the tarot it is. Okay, I won't focus, but what we've got is inner knowing, intuition, higher knowledge, dreams. We also got a connection to the moon in pile 2 as well, because they had, I mean, it also connects to the dream amethyst. Amethyst is very connected with intuitiveness, which could be the water signs, which Cancer and Pisces are very connected in that way, and especially with dreams with Pisces. So maybe like pile 2, maybe you are receiving messages, but in this case I feel like it is for majority of you possibly just this inner knowing, your intuition, you know, with this amethyst card, or amethyst crystal, sorry, coming out, that you you already know what to do. Again, you got that inner confidence. So you already know how to get here. It's just getting rid of the center bit. And then with it's also connected to the High Priestess card, which is also talking about wisdom and intuitiveness as well. So, and then you have the higher perspective. So it's just trying to, cut off what's no longer serving you and try to regain your intuitiveness back. Okay, and for your zodiac card, we have Virgo, which is interesting. Ruling planet is Mercury, and when I was looking up a little bit more about the tarot cards, the Magician is actually connected to Mercury as well. And let's see, we've got, again, hardworking, analytical, intelligent, helpful, critical. So again, you're just putting in that hard work. So it reiterates with the 10th house, it reiterates with the Magician, and it reiterates with the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, and then we have for your kind of like self-advice cards, we've got, when I let others shine, I shine too. Okay, so what I'm feeling with this, because you do have someone or something, whether it's yourself or others, kind of sapping away your energy. So maybe for majority of you, it is yourself. So cut ties with the past and move on to the future. I think this is what it's essentially saying. But when I let others shine, I shine too. Maybe some of you are kind of not, how do I want to say this? Like, maybe you aren't letting others shine. Maybe you are getting in the way of some other people's light. Kind of maybe like overstepping, or maybe someone else is overstepping with you, and you need to cut ties. You just need to cut ties with them, to bring that your own shine back. Okay, I'm also hearing maybe to find kind of like, to find the ones who will bring your shine back. Excuse me. So then you can all shine together. I think that's what I think for majority of you, that is what that is. Find the people who, when I let others shine, I shine too. Yeah, I think that's mainly what it is, what this card is saying, is that find the right people and they will shine with you. Okay, they will shine and you will shine with them. Okay. And then to talk about that self-care, so I really think that's what this reading is all about. It's not really romantic. It is more about self-love. We have the card, I allow stillness to heal and reveal. So I did say earlier, and I did say with pile 1 as well, take the time to heal. Take the time for some self-love, for some self-care. Okay, and maybe work on that heart chakra. Find what's hurting you. Again, with the Sovereign card, which we had underneath here. Find what's causing chaos. Find what's not serving you, and then let it go. So, if you need to sit back, if you need to meditate, if you need to, just put things on pause for just a moment to figure out what it is, then do it, because that's going to help you move forward. Okay, and next for your spirit animal card, I drew 1 animal card and 1 nuance oracle card from the same deck that the planet and zodiac card comes from. And for your spirit animal, you've got rabbits, which I think is very fitting for your tarot cards, especially because, as I was saying, you know, you've been working very hard towards whatever your goals are. We also have like sudden increase in this card, and the Seven of Pentacles. Pentacles themselves can sometimes mean money, so you might have a sudden change of money with whatever this thing you're working hard towards. I think I've already mentioned that as well. And then, of course, with the Three of Wands, you know, you're still moving forward to this new beginning. So whatever it is you're moving forward to, it's going to be very prosperous in the end. I do believe. And with your nuance oracle card, it's very funny because I remembered with the astrology card here, I wanted to say the Wheel of Fortune, and you actually have that card. Fate, karma, cycles, forces of the universe, destiny. You know, so like, yeah, whatever this thing you're working hard towards, you are meant to have it. You are meant to have this, and your guides are helping you along. Okay. And then, let's see. Destiny, I mean, it's pretty much all I see for your cards. And you know, anything else I would have to say, I would just end up repeating myself. You're working hard towards something. You just need to be very careful of either your energy, you know, yourself sapping away energy of whatever you're working hard towards, or other people. And just remember that you are fated for this. You need to be reminded that your guides are with you. They are supporting you. They are trying to help you the best they can. That you are confident. Okay, you have this confidence in you, despite any sadness going on, despite any hardship. You are confident, and you can move forward with these new beginnings. And remember that you can shine, and don't let anybody take your shine away. And then also remember to take some time to be still and heal, so then you can reveal your best self. Okay? So with that, we're going to be ending it with one more card. And I usually like to end it with an affirmation card. You know, just to kind of end on a positive note. And what you got really ties in with what I said earlier about this kind of, like this fiery passion that you have for what you are trying to aim towards. And it literally says, I am passionate. I put my entire heart into the people and things I believe in. My passion is a powerful force. It is an eternal fuel. I recognize the strength of my passion, and therefore I am careful where I choose to focus it. I am passionate. Okay? So you're passionate and you're confident. Keep telling yourself that. And these new beginnings are going to come your way. Okay, and with that, I'm going to end it there for today. So I hope this reading resonated with you. I hope whether it was all or, you know, just a little bit of it resonated with you. Or maybe your crystals resonate with you. So guys, I wish you nothing but the best of happiness. And thank you so much for being here today. Okay, bye. Hello Pile 4, welcome to your reading. If you are here, that means you chose the sodalite crystal. I think this crystal is absolutely beautiful with all the different colors. There we go. Look at that. Okay. And so, if you don't know what sodalite means, that's okay. I had to look it up myself. So what I found, I'm literally just going to read out what I have written here. The sodalite crystal properties are a result of the stone's connection to the throat and third eye chakras. It enhances spiritual growth, strengthens self-expression, and to tap into your intuition. So that kind of helps with this dream amethyst here. The dream amethyst is all about the third eye chakra, also the crown chakra, and it helps with intuition and wisdom. So one thing I do want to point out is that this pile had a very strong connection with pile 3. I ended up explaining in pile 3 that there was a sense of great love that was a bit overwhelming when picking the cards for the reading, and that love lingered into this pile. And what I found out in pile 3 was that this wasn't really a romantic love, this was more of self-love, which has kind of been a theme in all of the piles. So I don't know if you've come from one of those piles, maybe you came from pile 3, maybe you are thinking about going into pile 3. But I do encourage giving that a watch. Also, I do want to say that my left ear was very sensitive to sound during this time, or during the time I was picking the cards. Same with pile 3. And when I'm drawing the cards and also doing the readings, I'm listening to a soundtrack, and my left ear felt like it wanted to ring, but it just couldn't quite get there because of all the music. But what I found was that if you do hear a ringing in your left ear, that means your guides are trying to speak with you. And that could just be, for me personally, I mean, that does happen to me, so it could just be me receiving messages. But I'm also thinking that if you guys have ever experienced that same sensation, know that it is your guides trying to give you some sort of message, okay? So with that, let's go ahead and get into your reading. I'm going to put the crystal over here. Trying to get this to focus. But hopefully it'll focus as we go. Okay, so for your tarot cards, we've got the Hermit, got the Nine of Cups. Love this card. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, and then don't be alarmed by this, but we do have the Death card in reverse. I know it looks pretty terrifying, but don't be afraid of it. It's just a card. Okay, it's just here to give some sort of meaning. It doesn't really mean literal death. Okay. I guess in some cases maybe, but really it really does not happen much. Oh my god, I wish this would focus. I'm so sorry that it's not, you guys. Okay, so what I am getting from these tarot cards here is that with the Hermit, you have possibly been taking some time to yourself, just some downtime.
to kind of like recharge, maybe even meditate, kind of like work on your intuition possibly if you're into this kind of stuff, into meditating and possibly maybe even tarot. Reflecting on yourself is really speaking to me. And just kind of maybe even working on your work. But yeah, it's just kind of reflection on yourself. And maybe just, again, trying to like re-energize, because with the Nine of Cups, what I'm also hearing with that is that there may be, for some of you, I'm thinking, could be putting together a celebration in a way, just something to bring people together, just, planning some sort of an event. I know it's a little hard to be together during the time of, the pandemic right now, but the reason I'm saying that is because the Queen of Pentacles here, this could resemble an earth sign person, maybe an earth sign woman. It doesn't have to be a woman, it could be a man as well. I really wish this camera would focus. But yeah, this could literally, you could be an earth sign. But the Queen of Pentacles is literally about like the hearth and home. So this could be an event that you are planning at home. This could be an event you are planning with family. This could be an event for family, especially if maybe you are pregnant at this time. Maybe there's a baby shower coming up that you are planning for yourself, or for your significant other, or for a friend, or for another family member. There's some sort of planning going on here. Or there's also a chance that maybe for some of you there could be wanting to possibly get pregnant to start a family. Okay? Plans to start a family. And the reason I'm saying all of this, especially with pregnancy, is because we do have the Death card here. And the Death card can pop up for pregnant women, because the Death card does talk about transformation and change, and usually a big change. And pregnant women get this card a lot because, especially if it's their first baby, that changes a person's life. Having a baby changes their life drastically. Okay. But with it being in reversed, what I'm hearing is that maybe if this was a pregnancy, or is a pregnancy currently, or you are wanting to get pregnant, you are planning to get pregnant, is that either if it's in the past or if it's current, there's just been some troubles getting to that step. Like, for whatever reason, it's just not happening for you, and you're trying, you guys are trying, you're trying really hard, but it's just not happening. And, if you aren't planning on getting pregnant, or if you aren't pregnant right now, it's just that this is the message that's coming through for me right now. Okay, this could literally mean something else. It could be, like, maybe towards work or something. And maybe a work at home, maybe a job at home, or something like that. But know that whatever it is you've been struggling with this card, with the Nine of Cups, I sense that wishes are going to be granted. Okay, that's really what I'm getting from this. There's some planning being involved. You're taking some time off alone to probably plan
get everything in motion, and then but like I said, wishes are going to be granted. It may, if you're trying to work towards something and this is like your current state right now, it's probably going to take some time to get out of this, especially since it's at the end. But, yeah, that's definitely what I'm getting from your tarot cards at this moment. So now we are going to move on to your oracle cards here. Okay, so I think here I feel like we're definitely stuck in hermit mode, which makes sense, especially for what we're dealing with right now in the world. We have withdrawn in reverse. And then we also have the wildling, but in reverse as well. Okay. So yeah, definitely what I'm getting here, especially with withdrawn, is definitely some of that hermit energy that, and with it being in reverse, probably the struggles that you're having right now from like the Death card. It's just making you feel withdrawn. But with these cards being right up, I kind of feel like your guides are trying to help you get out of that, or your guides are asking you to, try, and they understand that you're working on yourself right now, but that they really want you to know that wishes are going to be granted. Okay, so you need to start getting some momentum here. Okay. Also, what I'm getting to is like this is also an earth sign card, and we have an earth sign here with the Queen of Pentacles. So it's just a side note, but maybe some of you are earth signs, which is going to be Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So you could be one of those three things. You don't have to be, but you could be. What I'm also getting maybe from this too with the withdrawn card is that maybe you're withdrawing too much, which is why I felt the need to say, like, your guides are like, come on, let's get some momentum here. You've got nothing to worry about. It may not come as soon as you want it to, but like I said, your wishes are going to be granted. So they're really urging you to kind of step out of hermit mode. Do the reflecting that you need, but eventually you need to not be so withdrawn. Okay, and then with the wildling here, with it being reversed like this, I literally had to read it in my book because I never really had this card pop up before. And it's saying, an unbalanced wildling is in a state of perpetual chaos. They are avoidant and often use the external for a band-aid of their internal disease, which often means they are constantly moving on to the next thing. What they move on to never ends up being what they hoped for. Okay, so yeah, your guides are really urging you to so like reflect on yourself. Don't be withdrawn too much or for so long, because whatever is happening outside that you are trying to avoid, you need to just kind of you need to face that.
Okay, because we've got some things here. I understand that we're struggling. Or maybe the struggles are making you feel this way, so maybe this is what it is. We've struggled. Okay, we're avoiding, we are withdrawn, but we need to reflect on ourselves. We need to kind of take some time out, time to meditate. Okay, and then we need to move forward. Okay, maybe we're a little stuck on some planning, or maybe it is encouraging you to kind of reflect on yourself, make some plans. Okay, and then you're gonna be okay in the end with this Queen of Pentacles. Okay, you're gonna have the home, the hearth, the family. Okay. Or whatever it is that you want that goal to be. Okay, so now we are going to... Nice, okay. Move on to your astrology card. I only drew one card this time for each pile, and what we got is Jupiter Abundance. See, okay, wishes are coming true. We also have Pentacles, which does talk about money, but abundance doesn't have to just be money. It could be about anything. You know, maybe you are working towards having a family, and you're going to be very abundant with that. You're going to have that family, and maybe even another kid down the line. Okay. I know it feels like you're struggling now, or you've struggled in the past, but you need to step out of being so within ourselves. You know, take the time you need, but you gotta start moving forward so you can reach that point. You are going to be abundant if you could just get out of yourself. Okay, and then to enhance the abundance, we also have, you know, also another thing too, I feel like I need to say, the solar light, what I just mentioned, deals with the throat chakra, also the third eye chakra. So the third eye is all about intuition. So I can definitely see where it ties in with this, you know, kind of, I mean, I even said intuition with the Hermit card too, so like, again, reflecting on yourself, reflecting on your intuition. But with the throat chakra, it's also about communication. So maybe there is some communicating that you need to go through to get yourself out of this mess and then to move forward. Because then we also have, for the planet card, Mercury, all types of communication. Okay, that's why I was saying this. We also have the Magician card, and I think the Magician, or it's tied to the Magician card. And yeah, the Magician came up in pile 3, so I think there's definitely some kind of connection here. Okay, and then we also have Aries, and I think it was pile 2, I believe. Let me just double check that really quick. Yeah, it was definitely pile 2. I was getting a lot of fiery energy from that, so maybe you also came from pile 2. Like I said, we've had a lot of self-love cards, and I guess this reading can kind of reflect on self-love too, with the reflection kind of being internal. But I definitely think this is more about communication. I'm seeing a lot of blue. You know, I know we have Jupiter here, but if I take Jupiter, you know, there's just a lot of blue coming through to me, more than the red. Okay, we got like blue in her shirt. We also have blue on the table, blue in the background, blue in the sky, blue in these cards, and it just kind of enhances the solar light. Okay, but with the Aries card too,
I think it's really calling you to be more active, be more assertive, to get you out of the state that you are in. Okay, those are the words that are popping out to me on this card. Also with Mars, Mars for the planet cards also relates to the Tower, which kind of goes along with that drastic change and stuff. And we've got the Death card as well. Okay. And then to go on to your self-advice cards, we have love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly. Okay, so maybe this is kind of a reminder, or maybe you just kind of feel like you need a hug right now. Like, she's got this, I don't really know what to call it, but she's got somebody here embracing her. And I never really felt this with this card before, but I do really feel like you just really need a hug right now. So I encourage you to go to the person who you really know you can trust the most and just let it all out. I think you need to just, whatever's bothering you, communicate it, let it all out. Okay, cry it out if you really need to. I kind of feel like some of you need to do that. Okay. And then perfect card as well. I free myself from critical thoughts towards my body and my worth. Okay, it doesn't have to just be towards you. Maybe some of you do feel like you kind of attack yourself too much. But I'm not really getting a sense from that card. I think it really is just to free yourself from whatever is holding you back right now. Okay. But yeah, you definitely need to you definitely need to get something off your chest. You really do. So I encourage you to find that someone that you know you can trust. Okay, and then the next few cards we have, I drew one spirit animal card and then one nuance oracle card for each deck, and right now what you have is, for your spirit animal, the crow. Okay, and what I mostly found speaking up to me the most is this new event or happening, because it kind of speaks out with that Nine of Wands. Not the Nine of Wands, sorry, Nine of Cups. A card about, planning something, like planning an event, planning some, a new event. Kind of also goes with if you are pregnant as well. Sorry, I just looked at your nuance oracle card and I really need to focus on this one. Third person. Okay, not that there's, maybe for some of you, another person involved, someone else's influence, outside party, rival, love triangle, stranger. Maybe some of you are kind of going through a hardship with a relationship where there is a third person involved. There could also, it doesn't have to be cheating, it could be just somebody outside. Just not helping. Like, I think it was in pile 3 too. This could be tying into each other, where I was literally saying we had the Queen of Cups appear, but it was in reverse, and it was and I really felt like it was a person sapping away energy
from somebody else. So it's kind of like that with this third person card. This could be like you or your partner sadly with another person, which is making things very complicated, and that makes sense that you were so withdrawn. But this could also just mean, just somebody outside of the relationship. It could be anybody, just whatever they are saying, whatever complications they are making, it's just really weighing you down. Okay. And again, it makes sense why you would feel so withdrawn. And I'm going to be honest with you guys with this Crow card here. I know I said that a new event or happening really spoke out to me, but to be honest, memories and remembering also did. I just didn't know why at the time when I drew that card or when I saw the card. And so I feel like it's really tying into this one too, where what you are remembering is really just weighing you down. Okay, it's making you withdrawn. Okay, with these two cards here. But with the Hermit being, right up, like I said, you can reflect on yourself. Your guides are really calling you to reflect on yourself, probably reflect on your surroundings. And if you need to, and when you're ready, go to somebody that you can trust. Maybe it is a significant other. If this person is like outside the relationship, really weighing you down, go to your significant other. Let it all out. Embrace them. Or it could be a friend. It could be anybody that you feel like you can trust at this time. And just let it all out. Break free so you can move forward, and then you can be abundant. And I kind of felt like I wanted to say be abundant again. So maybe that hits some of you. Be abundant again. Okay. And then that's really all I can say right now. I'm sorry that this kind of this last card here just really weighed everything down. Kind of was a little excited for me about talking about pregnancy in the beginning, and then this card came up and I was like, ooh, okay. But I do feel like you just need to communicate. I mean, this card's also blue. It also has a grayish blue over here, so it really is just all about communication. So that throat chakra. Okay, we really need to just let it all out. And then I usually like to end the readings on a positive note with an affirmation card. Then looking at your card, I kind of got two feelings. And, one is positive, but I do have to say it is also kind of tied into this card with the weighing down and stuff like that. But I'm going to try my best to kind of lift you up, because I know that's what what your guides, probably my guides too, really want me to do. They want you to be lifted up so that you can move forward, you can break free, okay? So what we got here is, I am aware. When I pay attention to my surroundings, I can feel appreciation for everything. I see so much beauty in the world. Being aware means living in the present and fully experiencing my life in the here and now. I am aware. So, to start off with kind of, with everything just kind of being a weight, that you are aware of what's happening around you. That is what I'm getting from that. You are not blind to it. You are fully aware. You know what's going on. Okay? But I think on the positive note, to kind of help lift you up and get you out of this rut that you're stuck in, not to say that any sadness from this hardship is just going to go away like that,
but to kind of help you move along through it is I am aware to take a moment to meditate. Like with this Hermit card, like I'm saying, this is what your guides, this right here, is really what you got. Your guides, for majority of you, are saying that you need to do. Meditate. Reflect on yourself. And one way you can meditate, and this helps people with anxiety calm themselves down too, I encourage you to just kind of sit with yourself. Okay, sit with yourself, meditate, and then start going through the 5 senses. Okay, it's like, I forget how many it is, but it's like you're supposed to find a certain amount of what's around you that you can see, you can touch, you can smell, you can feel, and you can hear. Okay, and then that kind of starts to help ground you. And then that allows you to think more clearly and help you get through your day. So I feel like you need to do either that or something along those lines. Okay, so be aware of your surroundings and then take appreciation for everything. And if you are pregnant right now, then maybe I suggest kind of like you can feel your belly. Okay, and then be appreciative of what's inside you right now. Okay, and feel that love and feel that joy of this life growing inside you. And do what's best for them, and do what's best for you. Okay, so I really do. I strongly encourage you to just take a moment for yourself. Ground yourself. Speak what is on your chest. Find somebody that you can embrace. Break free, and then move forward. Okay, you can do it. I know you can do it. And you can do it when you're ready, but you don't want to take too long. Okay, you don't want to take too long. The sooner you let this out and the sooner you move on, the more abundant you're going to be. Okay, so with that, I'm going to end it here with you guys. So I really wish you the best of luck. I wish you nothing but the best of happiness. Thank you so much for being here today. And with that, we're just going to end it here, okay? I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Hello, Pile 5, and welcome to your reading. So as you can see here, we've got 3 crystals. So we already know the Dream Amethyst. You had chosen the Tiger's Eye crystal, but the reason why we have another crystal is because the Tiger's Eye, when picking your cards, I felt drawn to pick that card or that crystal up, but in my head I was actually hearing this one, which is called Dragon's Blood. Okay, I think it's really cool looking. It's got some red and green in here. And what's interesting about picking 2 crystals for this pile is that the same thing happened for pile 1, where I felt drawn to pick the strawberry quartz for the pick a card, when you're choosing your pile. But then in my mind, I was hearing adventuring. You just like over and over and over again. So I'm like, okay, well then I will incorporate both of these crystals once we get into the reading. So same thing happened for you. I felt drawn to pick the tiger's eye, but I kept hearing dragon blood. Okay, so, and like the other crystals, and same thing with the dream amethyst, I don't know the meanings of these crystals right off the top of my head, so I'm just going to go ahead and read the meaning of the tiger's eye and the dragon blood crystal. So let's start with the tiger's eye, since you picked that one first. First of all, I do want to say that I felt a lot of fire energy coming from this crystal, and I wasn't really surprised by that too much when I found out that the tiger's eye crystal really ties into the root, sacral, and solar plexus chakra. So that's starting from the root of your spine and then going up to kind of your stomach area. And the root chakra's color is actually red, and then it goes up and follows the rainbow, so red, orange, yellow. So all of these warm colors. And the root chakra is actually very grounded and stable. The sacral is about creativity and intimacy, just to kind of give brief explanations of the chakras. And then solar plexus is about self-esteem, pleasure, willpower, and personal responsibility. Okay, so those meanings could be tying into this reading today. But a little bit more about the tiger's eye. It says tiger's eye is a solar gemstone of courage, strength, and personal power. It stimulates the first 3 chakras to help you remain grounded and supported during times of stress. Okay, and I do believe that with the dream amethyst, I did mention stress and anxiety. So again, this dream amethyst has been tying into every single reading, like I have said in the beginning, that I felt like that crystal really was drawn to all of the piles. And then moving on to the dragon's blood now. The dragon's blood chakra, with that, I guess with the red color, it could tie in, into that fiery energy, but that green color in it really screams heart chakra to me, and the blood, the dragon blood crystal is tied to the heart chakra, which is very interesting when I found that out, because in pile 1 with the 2 crystals, both the strawberry quartz and the aventurine are green. They are green colored, and the heart chakra is green. So I just really felt like this pile and possibly pile 1 really tied into each other. And I think, what was it, pile 3 was definitely a big one with the self-love, and that's kind of been a theme throughout all of the piles. And I guess pile 4 as well. It wasn't really like a screaming self-love. Pile 4 had a kind of a heavy reading, but there was definitely some self-love in there. So moving on to the dragon's blood meaning, before I move on to the meaning, one thing I want to say about the heart chakra to relate to this dragon blood crystal is that the heart chakra is associated with balance, calmness, and serenity. So again, there could be some tie-ins, with whatever your cards are going to be talking about today. Okay, so now going on to the dragon's blood, it says, very healing stone that will promote courage, vitality, and strength. Will support you on a physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual level, especially when you're going through tough times in your life. Keeps you centered and grounded. Helps in breaking old habits and introducing new ones. Inspires you to replace your self-serving tendencies with being of service to people and taking care of the well-being of the world. Okay, so again, could be tying into your cards here. If you did come from another pile, maybe that meaning kind of resonated with you as well from whatever I have said in a previous pile. Could be pile 1. So now let's move on to your cards here. Okay. So to start off, we have the Emperor in reverse. We have the Temperance. The Two of Pentacles, which is very interesting, going along with your crystals, which I will bring up in a moment. And then the Knight of Cups. Okay, so with these cards, it's very interesting. Like I said, it really does tie into these crystals very well, because in the middle here we have the Temperance card, and we also have the Two of Pentacles. And when I was talking about the Two of Pentacles, I mean, you literally see him juggling 2 coins here, and it could be talking about, you know, possibly juggling a lot in your life. But I'm also kind of sensing, especially with this Temperance card right next to it, just a sense of balance. Okay, and I literally just read with that Dragon Blood crystal about finding a sense of balance with that heart chakra. Okay, balance, calmness, serenity. And then another thing where it ties into this Dragon Blood crystal too is with the Emperor being in reverse, it's talking about lack of self-discipline. Okay, and literally what we have is, with the Dragon Blood crystals, like, inspires you to replace your self-serving tendencies with being of service to people and taking care of the well-being of the world. So I think you're kind of being encouraged here to find a balance between yourself and others, so then you can move forward with this Knight of Cups here. Okay, and that could be probably more emotion-wise, because we are dealing with water here. Cups are water. Whether it's like a romance, or again, maybe like just any form of movement in your life. But it could be more emotional. Maybe you need to, again, maybe with that heart chakra, but yeah, just kind of finding a balance with your emotions and realizing more of like how maybe you are making yourself feel, or how others are making you feel, but also being aware of other people's feelings as well. Again, just finding this balance, whether you need to be more aware of yourself or others. Another thing with the Temperance card too is that it is about alchemy. And alchemy is literally like having the will to change. It's like taking something and then turning it into gold. So you can literally do that here. You can flip this. Okay? You can flip this and be more aware of yourself and others. It could be your family too, because this is talking about like a father figure, or it could be a father figure. Maybe for some of you this is a father figure, maybe taking you away from yourself or something like that. It's just like there's something here that's out of balance, and you just need to find that balance. And I think it's more of an emotional balance. We do have water in the Temperance card. We've got water behind him as well. Don't think there actually is water that the children are playing with here. So this could definitely be more internal balance that you need to work on to move forward. going to be moving on to your oracle cards. And here, the first one we've got here is the Outlaw. Okay. And also Get Curious. So I actually haven't had these cards pop up in a reading, or at least too much. So let me just take a moment to read up on these cards. Okay, so mainly with this Outlaw card here, I want to start off with that. It is tying into kind of what I said about maybe somebody else kind of like getting in the way of your own balance or something like that, which is very interesting because we had something like that in pile 4 about like a third person, and then it was pile 3 that was also talking about like essentially like a psychic vampire in a way where they were sapping away energy from somebody else. So those are definitely connected here, if you came from those piles. But what we've got here, just talking about pile 5 for the majority of you, this could be just talking about trying to find your own balance and not really caring what other, well, you should care about what other people say, but probably not as much as what is going on here with this card. Okay, again, it's finding that balance. It's finding this emotional balance. And then with this Get Curious card, what your guides are trying to tell you is to start thinking for yourself. Okay, start asking your own questions. And then moving forward with that, because if you're not in balance with yourself and possibly also trying to serve others, you need to serve yourself. It's okay to serve others, but you also need to serve yourself, okay, in order to move forward. And that's what this Get Curious card is saying. It's like, start thinking for yourself, start asking yourself questions, and that's going to help you move forward, okay? You know, so maybe start caring a little less about what other people think, and then start thinking for yourself. Again, finding that balance. It's okay to take advice and stuff, but you can't let other people run your life. You've got to be able to move forward. Okay. And then I drew one astrology card for each pile. And what we have here is 7th house partners. Okay, and I know that they kind of look like they are a couple. Maybe what I've been saying is also part of a relationship, you know, whether it's romantic. But it doesn't have to be romantic. It could just be, it could talk about friends as well. And maybe with it being upright, I'm thinking maybe to kind of go to friends for guidance as well, if you need some help, okay? That's really what I'm getting from this card. It's more about friendship. And I do think that there is a different house that talks about friendship in this astrology deck, but I'm getting friendship, and I'm also getting like an actual romantic relationship with some of you as well. Okay, so let's keep moving forward because I feel like I need to look at more of the cards to really understand that astrology card better. So we have one planet card and one zodiac card to kind of help enhance this astrology card. And what we've got here is Mars, ruler of destruction, with this tower in the back, with, of course, relating to the tower card. And definitely what I was seeing here was just kind of like, in my mind, it was kind of like over dramatic a little bit, where it was just kind of like, okay, destroy this, what's ever happening over here. Okay. But I think it, again, oh my god, with this word right here, what I was just saying, you know, you need to start thinking for yourself, and we have self-asserted. Okay, maybe you have been feeling angry, you know, aggression, impulsive. I did say lack of self-discipline. Okay, feeling some chaos probably around you, but you do need to take action on this balance to move forward. Okay, being self-asserted, you need to really put yourself out there. Okay, and then with Taurus here, for your zodiac, we did have Venus pop up in pile 2. Was it 2? Let me double check that. No, it was actually pile 1. Yep, it was pile 1, so there we go, there's that connection with pile 1. I think we also have the Hierophant, which could be tying with the Hermit, which was in pile 4. But I think this is really telling you to be more grounded with yourself, being more stable. Maybe, you know, it's okay to be a little stubborn. You know, bringing in that self-assertiveness, down to earth, strong. Yeah. Okay, so again, just kind of telling you to be more grounded, more stable with yourself. Okay, maybe stand up for yourself. Okay, and in the astrology deck, it's literally Taurus I have. So I really feel like I want to say, like, you have the strength. You have your own strength. Okay, you don't need somebody else to do it for you. You can do it on your own. Okay, so now we are going to, wow, this is beautiful. We're going to be moving on to your advice cards, and I love this. This is perfect for you. This is really perfect for you. It is safe and beautiful to express my sensualities. Express yourself. Be you. Okay, be you. It's okay. You is okay. You is always okay. Okay. Don't be afraid of somebody saying, oh, you know, you shouldn't like that, that's weird, you know, but it's fine. Weird is okay. Weird is beautiful. And another one, this is also very beautiful. With focus and intention, I can shape energy in any direction. So good. That is so good. Okay, get curious. Ask your own questions. And then you can literally, oh, it goes along with that alchemy. There we go. That's what I was searching for. It goes along with that alchemy card. You can take something, turn it into gold. You can manipulate your own energy so you can move forward. Okay. And then, ooh, okay, this is where the partners card comes in. I have one card where it's a spirit animal card, And then another card that is just a nuance oracle card. And the spirit animal cards can literally be your spirit animal, but it could also just be a spirit animal that wants to give you a message right now. And what you have here is swans, soulmate, twin flame, the one, a pair of things, blooming love, faith, deep soul connection. Okay, so where do I want to put this? Yeah, I did say that I was sensing something romantic, but I was also sensing friendship too, because with soulmate, it could literally, or even twin flame, but not always with the twin flame, but with soulmate, definitely it could be romantic, but soulmate can also mean many different things. It's just your souls vibrating at pretty much the same level, and it's the twin flame. It's just somebody who comes into your life. You have this very deep connection that it almost feels like you two are the same person, and they're really not meant to be there your whole life. But maybe, ooh, I just got this. Yep, deep soul connection. Yep, a pair of things, yes. So I'm really sensing, and my left ear is starting to ring a little bit, that I think, yes, you can do this on your own, but potentially for some of you, there could be somebody coming into your life to help you get self-assertive, to help you learn what you need to learn to move forward. Or they are going, they're going to help you move forward in some way, whether that is a romantic relationship or it could be this twin flame connection where they are meant to come into your life. You help each other and then you move on. So I do feel like there's going to be somebody coming into your life that's going to be helping you. And they could be a fire sign, it could be an earth sign. Doesn't have to be, fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And then with the 7th house, that is Libra, so that is an air sign. Okay, so it could be any of those. Doesn't, like I said, doesn't have to be. And then moving on to your nuance, we have book. And with this, I kind of feel like it's tying into this person, and it could also be tying into, with Get Curious, about asking your own questions, talking about hidden secrets, the unknown, philosophy, intellect, knowledge, education, so just really bringing forth your own knowledge, getting curious. Okay, I also feel like with this book card as well is that the hidden word is kind of popping out to me, meaning I kind of feel like your guides may not want you to really know when this person's going to be coming in just yet, but like don't really get hung up on that, okay, because you also need to be doing the work yourself. Like I said, get curious, okay? So you need to be bringing in whatever knowledge you need to be bringing in to, help you move forward. I mean, they're going to help you, but you also need to help yourself as well. So I really, really wanted to say that. I also kind of want to say with this outlaw card, I just keep hearing the word rebellion. And I don't mean that as like you need to just go out and rebel against everything, don't be dangerous with it, but like maybe kind of go out and do that thing that other people wouldn't really expect you to do, like dye your hair a different color. Just for an example, like, I mean, what did I say? Like with this, it is safe and beautiful to express, my sensuality, and pretty much it's like saying to just express yourself. So you want to go out and dye your hair a different color and go do it. Paint your nails a different color, do something people wouldn't expect you to do. Do something that you know that you like that others don't realize about you. Be authentic. It is safe to be authentic. It is safe to express yourself because you are beautiful. Okay? And then with everything that I've been saying so far, it really ties into this last card I have for you. So I always want to end a reading with an affirmation card, to kind of help bring like a positive message at the end of the reading, especially if it's a heavy message like pile 4. And this card just fits in so beautifully with your message, and it's something that I definitely want you guys to just repeat to yourselves, okay, as just a reminder and to help you gain that confidence that you need to move forward, to be that Nine of Cups, okay? And what we have here is, I am worthy, I am enough, and I am worthy of receiving everything I desire. I do not need to prove myself to those who would seek to diminish me. I am worthy. I mean, what else can I really say about that card? It speaks for itself. It really ties in everything here. Okay, so I'm going to end it there for today. So thank you so very much for being here. I wish you nothing but the best of happiness. Remember to stay strong, get curious, be self-assertive, go for it. Be yourself. You are worthy. Okay. So with that, I will see you in the next video, okay? Bye!